Ja już zrobiłem to, usunąłem. To nie mam na ekranie, bo mam dwie ekrany. Myślę, że wszystko ok. Działa czy nie? Dobrze. Proszę. No, rozumiem. Spoko. Dobrze, no nara. Alright. Hello and welcome. Hope you guys are having um yeah, I hope you guys are having some fun. We're going to try and have a look at who is racing today. So yeah, European Racing Organization, and we've got we had an incident just behind us, behind this car. Whoa! Ridzu, the Ferrari, crashed into was crashed no crashed into the back of Schuster, um, which just gave him a 5 place grid penalty. Damn. Hey man, not too bad, not too bad. I'm gonna just try and organize my volume over here so I can hear you a little bit clearer because I've not been able to do this for a while, so. Yes. Well, it seemed like he was just blindsided coming into that corner. It was just he was coming into the corner blind, didn't see the other car, and just ran back straight into the back of him. I don't know who was at fault there. At the end of the day, it's just one of those things with qualifying. I feel for him though. I'm pretty sure he didn't bet on seeing anybody going slowly in front of him. So we have some of the PC2 drivers in this league as well who have moved up. um, to the PC1 league. So it's interesting to see how they fare against tougher competition. Oh, really close to the line there. Look at that. Going up straight up into second place. Very good lap from him. Ba-bum. Just trying to see if everything is okay because I can't hear our second commentator. No, he's left. He's been experiencing some issues every now and again, so. Okay, let's see who else is on. So, Amio, one of the PC2 drivers, well, he joined in the PC2 league for a little bit and then he went straight into PC1 because he was demolishing the field. Mm, yes. No. I wonder whether HD Storm is about to set. Oh, he's just setting a lap. Ooh, from 10th to 8th. Not too bad from him. Oh, true. Okay, so who do we have not in the pits that's about to start? Oh, he's on a flying lap. Dark Bull 21. Oh, some lockups here and there. It's not going to help him to get a good time here. I don't think he's going to be improving on his time. Oh, but he's 2 tenths down in his sector. Well, I actually don't know all too much about this track. I know it was a very famous track back in the day that hosted some really good classic racing, but we have yet to see it in its adapted form for the 2020 cars onwards. It'll be interesting to see whether it makes a return to F1 onto the calendar. Yeah, I've driven it in the F1 game a few times, not too much. It feels like a really nice, like fresh. It feels like an adapted version of Suzuka, but it's very difficult to overtake here. So um it's kind of a mix of a really good track to qualify on, but a not so great track to race on. But we'll see how the pace differs in the race because we might see enough of a pace variation to see some really good laps come through. As ERO Alex has come from 12th place up into 5th with that lap. It's very good from him. It does happen sometimes where you have certain tracks. Certain tracks are better than others for using the harder compound. And if they, yeah, I still hear you. It's Shoste. I wonder whether he's going to move up to. Is he on a flying lap? No. Oh, HD Storm is out of the session. Yeah, no worries. God damn. Alright. I want to pull up the standings in a minute. I want to be able to see who's in what position and who's punching above their weight and who isn't. But it's looking pretty competitive right now. Look, they're on the final laps. Yellow flags in sector 1. I wonder if that's going to slow down Dark Bull. Coming around the last corner, can Wedgenon fight for pole position? No, he improves, but it's not enough. He goes down to third place. Let's see if Amio can improve his time. Oh, he's gone straight into the pits. That's it. That's qualifying done. Everyone has set their lap time. So we have Mikkelsen on pole, Peter Demetriou second, and Wedgnion in third. That was some pretty intense racing. Look at the splits as well. They're pretty close to each other, especially between first and second session. First and second place. Oh no! Looks like the pole man has been disconnected or something. He's not he's not in the session for some reason. Also, I can't hear you, Shogun. Let's bring up the standings and see who's doing bits. So Mikkelsen on pole with only two thousandths of a second, and Peter Demetriou almost got pole on mediums. Wow, that is insane. Missing out on pole by 2 thousandths on mediums. Wow. PC0. So Mikkelsen third in the championship. This is definitely going to help his chances to stay ahead. But Peter Demetriou back in 12th after only competing in 4 rounds. And it looked like a little bit more, but I was counting the wrong thing. But yeah, Wedge Neon doing pretty well. Only had 3 races thus far, and nothing to show for it really. Did not finish 18th. Oh no, sorry. Did not finish. Second place and a DNF again. So it's an interesting position he's in. Well, we'll see. But I also, oh, lights are on. Oh, there's the formation lap. So we have the leaders back. The leader is back in the session, and they are just getting their tires warmed up, ready for the racing that's about to happen. I'm going to just change something really quickly. Looks like it. So they're lining up on the grid now with Mikkelsen on pole with the softs. Can Dimitriou fight him into the first corner on mediums, or is he going to be under attack by the soft, um, by the people on soft behind? Eero Alex is in a good position in sixth as well to capitalize um, on some good strategy, hopefully. But yeah. And it's lights out and away we go. And oh my god, the Ferrari got a good start, but he's lost out. Dimitri has lost out. His medium tires did not give him enough grip on the start. And who do we have in second place now? Shosta is shot up to second place, but has been overtaken by HT Storm. Oh, I don't know what's going on the timing screen on the left-hand side. We don't know exactly who's in what place, but the Ferrari's got a good lead already, and he's extending it. Wow. That was a really fun start. Dropping down all the way to fifth. Oh. I wonder whether his teammate is going to overtake him. Oh, a little snap from him. Dimitri is trying to break the draft from him as well. There's a problem. Oh, as the Williams has just gone straight off. Straight off, loss of traction, cold tires, just too early on the power, and it's going straight into the left wall. Wonder whether that's going to be a VSC or a full safety car. At the moment, we have not been told of anything as the McLaren is going wide on the grass. Is he going to lose a position to the Ferrari behind him? No, he's not. He's just holding it, but the Ferrari's just on his tail. He might get him into this corner. It's a short run. But if he has enough energy, he's going to the inside. Oh, but he didn't manage to make a mistake. The McLaren got away with that mistake. Jiki Jelonek is struggling, to say the least, in seventh. Shostov, after being in what looked like second place on the timing screen, has dropped down to ninth. Don't know why. Maybe he got caught up by that Williams. So we have Eero, Alex, and Pete and Panis Dimitriou. They're both on mediums in the Mercedes, and they're hunting down that racing point on softs. They're really close to him. Oh! Dimitri's made it. Is he going to be able to get a cut on the inside? No. So that's one Mercedes past the racing point. Oh, he's all over the back of him. Is he going for the outside? He almost got his front wing clipped right off. That was a very dangerous and risky move, but no. It looks quite chaotic. It looks as if some people have made too many mistakes, especially at the starting, at the start of the race. We're only 5 laps in, and already we've seen mistakes that have thrown people out of the race. Um, but it looks good. It looks good. It looks. That's the benefit of the medium tires. It's really odd to see mm, Ruiz on the softs to stay out and not pit, as a lot of people have just gone on to hards. As I see, if that's right, is that actually Dark Bull on the wets? Oh, he's had a shocker. He's I mean, it looks good on the McLaren, the blue on the orange and blue car, but oh no, he's had a shocker to change to wet on the dry. Oh no. Marcolo in 5th place in the championship. That's going to cost him big to be out of the race already. Change of front wing as well. Dark Bull has gone back into the pits and back on the softs, so he's going to be able to salvage this race and still has a chance of points with only 11 cars. He's really he's really banking on another safety car. Otherwise, he's going to have to pit and then he'll be a lot further back. Unless he's really comfortable with the circuit, which didn't show in the qualifying, but he might think that he's going to be able to put out enough of a gap to stay in front. Literally Formula Drift. Oh, as the two Mercedes drivers get really close to each other. No penalties so far, pretty clean racing. And Maurice has gone off. Oh, and he's braked before the line. Oh, that's a very dangerous restart from behind, and it's cost the Mercedes. It's cost him dear. Oh no. That was a very, very well, he didn't calculate that right, and he got it wrong, and he had to brake, get on the brakes, and not overtake the safety car. But damn, that cost people behind him, and he's pretty lucky not to cause another Mugello Tuscany incident. Oh dear. As we go into the back of Dark Bull to see what he's fighting in front of him, he's got the two harder compounds in front of him, one on the hards, one on the mediums. So he might be able to capitalize on them. Is he going to go on the inside? No, there's just no space right now. They're occupying all the space on the track. Ridzu is pretty. Sorry. It's pretty clean so far. I mean, he's doing well to be up 7 places, but he's seemingly struggling to hold on to them right now. He's creating a little bit of a train behind him. Oh, there's a bit of contact as he slides into him. Oh, and he's gone on the power and he's come off the circuit. Wedge Neon did not manage to keep that pressure on him. No, sorry, that was Ritsu. Ritsu's gone off the track. The Ferrari's gone off the track. Didn't see that move on the stream, but there was pretty close racing between a lot of them. He was pretty close to Ruiz, so As we see the Ferrari pressuring Amla Mikkelsen on the softer medium compound. Ooh, got a wider line there. Is he trying to get a good cut back here? Oh, and he's pushed onto the gravel. He looked to almost have damage there. He's going on the outside on the dirt. Is he going to be able to hold it? Oh, looks like some good racing around the outside on the curb, but held it on the inside for the next corner. What a move! He almost lost it there, but he held on just enough to be able to put his car up into fifth. He was back on his backside as he's sliding, trying to push that car through the corners. Well played. It was a very good move from him. As we see also, ERO Alex is closing down on the Emery's in the AlphaTauri. You might get him into the first corner. Hunting for that second spot. And he's taken second spot as Emery's dives into the pits. Alex, second place in the championship, has gotten second place now, so he's on his way to improve on his third place finish from before. This would be his second place of the season to add onto an impressive 5 current podiums to make this the 6th one of the season. Let's see if we can go for the win and try and hunt down Dimitri. We'll keep an eye on the interval as it happens. But right now we also have some good battles behind. Jiki Alonek has been improving and reducing his distance to Ridzu, who has had an amazing opportunity. He has HD Storm is out of the... Oh, maybe not completely out, but he's spun into the wall. Oh dear. A lot of people spinning and not managing to hold on as the McLaren of Jiki Alonek is going around the outside of the Ferrari. But the Ferrari is squeezing him out. Is he going to be able to do what Mikkelsen did earlier? No, he doesn't hold it. Oh, and we're only on lap 14. We've got plenty of racing to do. We also see Shosta on the back of the Dark Bull. Doesn't look like he'll be able to do anything at the moment. We also see Mikkelsen going for that third place on the podium right now. It's temporary at the moment because they haven't, because Emery's has pitted and is at the back of the field in clean air. So it might be that when these guys pit as well, they might find themselves behind them. The Renault not fighting the Ferrari too hard, but the Ferrari still squeezing him out. But holding the position really well. Is the McLaren going to manage to move on Shosta? He's looking at it, but he's not. He's not close enough. Didn't have enough speed to get close to him. Wedge Neon is not happy about Mikkelsen overtaking him, so he's going to try and get him again. Very aggressive on the hard tires right now. They're very smooth too. Don't think this DRS zone is going to do enough for him. But we might see him overtake, go for a move on the straights as Mikkelsen struggles to get traction out of the corner. But gets a good run of the last corner, so he might have enough. Oh, he's using all his energy right now. Wedge Neon to get past, and he's got him. He's got Mikkelsen. As we see Dimitriou in the pits. Let's see his pit exit. Oh, round the corner go the McLaren and the Ferrari, so the Mercedes is just gonna slot in behind them. Not ideal for the Mercedes of Dimitriou, but oh, as we see HD Storm having another moment. Look like yellow flags in Sector 1. In other news, we've got Mikkelsen. Oh, it looks like Wedge Neon has gotten past Mikkelsen. And we see Schuster picking up another penalty. Wonder how many penalties have been issued. Schuster with a 3-second penalty as the Ferrari of Mikkelsen is going for second place against Wedge Neon, and he's holding it, giving him just enough space as he gets tagged by Wedge Neon, and he goes straight into the wall. It looks like there's damage on both cars. Yeah, the end plate's missing on the front wing of the Ferrari. It's a safety car as well. It's brought out the full safety car. And even bigger damage for the Renault. Oh no. I'm struggling to hear you, Shogun. Oh, damn. No. Bring it back. There we go. Damn. What has happened? Whew. So we have Dark Bull and Schuster on 3-second penalties at the moment. Everyone is either on hards or mediums right now. Alex in the Mercedes has managed to pit quite well. And as a bunch of them also go into the pit. Mikkelsen going into the pits. Changing from the mediums to the hards to the end of the race. That's an interesting strat. Changing the front wing as well. Much needed. Ridzu following him but being held up by his teammate and opting to go on softs for the end of the race. So we have Schuster coming into the pits too, going from the mediums onto the mediums. And Ruiz going from the hards back onto the mediums. HC Storm has opted to not pit, and he's overtaken a few people. Will he manage to also overtake? No, he's just managed to overtake one person. I wonder whether these tires will last into the end of the race. As Ruiz is going to be ruining the day that he pits under the safety car when he was up in second place and now is going to be fighting from 11th. So Alex here is going to be warming up his tires, getting his car ready for the restart. As we see all the cars lining up to get ready for the restart. And I wonder, it's going to go on for one more lap. I think, maybe two. Oh, These cars look amazing. So it's been a bit interesting race so far as somebody goes AMLO goes straight into the pits from the softs. I don't know whether he pitted Does he pit again? I think he's pit again. Maybe he didn't want the softs because they might not last to the end of the race. So AMLO, another one who's dropped all the way to the back and out of the points. So Dark Bull, despite having those mishaps and going on the wets and then coming back, has managed to find himself back in contention in 8th place. It looks like tyre warm-up's really difficult on this track right now. Cool temperatures and the hard compounds are not helping the drivers when they're behind the safety car. They must be really struggling for tyre temps. They look, yeah, around 70, around the 70s. Some on some of the 80s, but most people in the low, like medium safe 70s. As we get notification that the safety car will be in this lap. Just a few more corners to go. Let's see whether this restart's going to bring a different approach and whether they'll actually be able to calculate it properly. As we see Alex coming out of the last corner, still not gunning it, but making people get ready to go racing. Could maybe getting them to slow down and cool their tires. As he he bolts out of the last corner and he's got. Oh no 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 no! Sorry for that. I'm pretty new to like trying to commentate for this, but this is really exciting racing. I want to try and get the back view of it. As Giki Olonik is locked up and gone a little bit wide, and he's got on the curbs and spun a little bit. These cold tires are not helping them get grips with the circuit and get them enough traction to pull away. They're struggling to just try and hold on to the track at the moment. But Dimitriou himself almost collected Jelinek as he had to try and get out of it. As we see Ridzu going on past Shoster, but Shoster's fighting him back. No DRS on this lap yet. Ritsu on the inside, but Shoster has now got the inside for this corner. Amino has picked up a 3-second penalty as well from, I think, multiple track limits. But has gotten himself up to 9th place, so we'll see whether that's going to affect his chances as we see the Renault of Wedge Neon fighting for 4th. Getting really close to the back of that Ferrari. Not going to help him on his run out. But he's getting all right traction at the moment with the softer mediums. Ah, there you are. Oh dear. As Giki Elonik has a really shocking exit and manages to lose 2 places in one corner, and the Renault of Wedge Neon going on the inside of Mikkelsen. But Mikkelsen is holding his own, holding on to that 3rd place as he gets on the dirt, but he's managing to hold on. Yes, he does, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And Heishisom holds it. Holds the last point. Single point. Wedge Neon has an amazing run out of the last corner and passes him before the first corner really easily into third place. That's the last podium position now. Now he's got to hold it on for another 13 laps. Can Mikkelsen fight him back for it? Well, if you're Mikkelsen right now, you're thinking, let's just hold on for now. He's got the medium tires. They might drop off towards the end of the race. If I'm consistent enough, I could probably get him towards the end. But it's not worth fighting for this position right now, considering there are people behind. It's probably better just to break away and then be able to use it. Unless he can get a clean move. Because if that's the case, then he'll be able to like elongate his tire life on the hards towards the end of the race. Wedge Neon set the fastest lap of the race so far. So it's going to be hard for Mikkelsen to try and find a way past him. Oh, as Amir going side by side with Shasta into the corner, and he's got him into this corner. Shasta will not be happy with that. I'm sure he will definitely be reporting a little bit of a touch as he then gets overtaken by his teammate Em Ruiz, who's come back from 11th place up into 7th. Especially when he has DRS too. As we see Shosta going past him, past Amio, and the McLaren of Giki Alonik on the inside of the AlphaTauri into the first corner, but couldn't make it stick. Sorry, it wasn't Shosta, it was Emma Ruiz. Ruiz who's managed to like... Ooh. He got a bit of a snap there. As we also see Dimitriou trying to charge for the win right now. He's 6 tenths behind. Yeah, I think he's not worried about the Amio. He's more worried about Ridzu pulling away from him. So, yeah, Ridzu's on the soft, so maybe it's Mikkelsen he wants. Either way, I think he's challenging hard, and he's right on the back of the Mercedes, the Racing Point, as he's also got DRS though. So, but he manages to get the inside line, and uh, it was a bit of a weave to like break the toe, but just enough to like not make him question the braking zone. Oh dear. Yuki Aloneko has been trying to overtake Shasta, but he's picked up a penalty instead. Another 3 seconds. Yuki Alonek on 22 laps on those hards already, fighting against people with 9 lap mediums and 10 lap hards. So to make a move like that is pretty good. I think he's holding a very aggressive inside line, and it's a good defense from him, locking the right rear tire. Of all things, but he goes a little wide and he loses two places in one go. Oh no. Either way, though, it's not helped him in his fight for points. As we see Ridzu and Amlo trying to fight for position for 6th place. So it looks like Amlo has made it stick and gone up to 6th. Do you know what battle I think is going to be good? It's this one for the lead. Dimitriou is on the back of Alex with only 3/10 and he's already in the DRS zone. Is he going to make it stick for the win? Oh, and he's on the inside and he's just trying to tuck it in. Is he going to get a better traction out of the corner? No, Alex has got it stick. Alex, with the better traction out of the first corner, has managed to keep it stick. As we see spits of rain on the screen, we might see the track. Well, we'll definitely see the track temperatures dropping. Oh, as Dimitriou has a big moment there, just trying to counter the steer. These drivers are going to struggle now. Now would be a good time to go in the wet. Not, not right now, not right now. But I mean, like, this would be the actual time where you'd put the wets on, not in the searing heat like Dark Bull did earlier. You see HD Storm also getting close to Shasta, but not having enough in him. Probably doesn't have enough. Yeah, he doesn't have much ERS, and Shasta definitely has enough to keep him at bay. As we also see Cheeky Alana going round the outside of the AlphaTauri to hold the position onto the next, but he got on the curb and didn't manage to get enough. Squirreling out of that corner and did not manage to keep the inside. Pretty early as well. I don't know whether it's going to be raining that much more, if I'm honest. I remember screwing up my first race in PC2 in Japan. I saw spits of rain. I wasn't used to racing in the rain in F1, and I pitted for the intermediates, anticipating like maybe one lap or so to like for the track to get wet enough, and I was struggling. I couldn't drive the car at all, and I dropped right to the back as he goes deep and onto the gravel, almost clipping Shosta in the process, as the grip is surely getting too low to carry on at these speeds. You got to be careful to not ruin their races. They want to still finish in the points. As they're continuing, no one else is going. Mm. As we see Ridzu's really struggling on these inters, not doing the job that he wants them to do. I wonder whether Dimitri is going to try and go for a move on Alex. Oh, he's getting a little squirmy out of the corner. He's struggling. Alex locks up, but and it's a bit of contact, but he manages to hold it. Both drivers do not want to bend each other. They are really close to each other. As we see the McLaren going on the inside, and he hits the AlphaTauri of Schuster. Both of them managed to carry on, but surely that will be reported. It looks like I. It's a tough one, really. Like he goes for a half-hearted lunge, and it's wet, so he doesn't manage to like stop it in time. But Schuster doing nothing wrong in his defense, so he's pretty lucky to not get binned by that. As we see Dimitriou with a gap too big to overcome. Heishi Sommer's lost out though. See Mikkelsen trying to go for that last thing, but he doesn't have enough as HD Storm has disconnected. But here we go, you've got Dimitriou trying to go for the last, going through the last corner, and there's nothing that he can do to be able to take the win away from Alex, who wins the 14th round of the championship here at Zandvoort. Me. HD Storm disconnected, still manages to finish ahead of Schuster. What a shocker of a last few. Oh, Schuster has taken himself out onto the. He's lost his front wing. Will he be able to get as Dogbull goes ahead of him and into ninth place? Ritsu is too far back, but Schuster manages to finish the last point and finish and get the last point. Oh, damn! What a race! What a race! Second place in the championship. That's definitely going to help him. 1-2 for the Mercedes. Definitely helps their constructors. With that win, Alex goes straight into first place into the championship. Oh, oh, look at that. Ruiz is down in fourth, so he didn't manage to hold on to that lead in the championship. And Mikkelsen grabbing good points to close up onto the top two. Wow. Yeah, that was very interesting. There was a lot of action going on. Wedge Neon with third place has really boosted his standings. That's three podiums out of the last, no, two podiums out of the last four races for him. So that's very good. From 14th, he's going to be going up in the championship. Yes, that's okay. I'm glad to have been here. I'm glad to have watched this race. Great to see a lot of um, championship points be on the table, and we saw some great racing today. A lot of moments here and there. I'm sure the stewards will have their hands full afterwards, but yeah, it's been a great race. Thank you all for joining. This has been European Racing Organization, and we will see you later for the next race. Thank you very much for joining, and we'll see you later, and goodbye.